Chapter 16. The Voices Return. Their voice didn't go into the hall, it went into the empty plaza. They swallowed, forced their hands steady, and typed into the global channel input. User local 417. Humans? Are you alive? They hit send before they could overthink it. The message went spinning out into a galaxy that did not yet know how much it was about to change. Again. The first answer. The reply came fast enough that for a second they thought they'd misread the delay. A new line appeared beneath their message. Sol Ops Liaison, we're here, we're alive, and very sorry we scared you. The words might as well have detonated. Their knees went weak. They sank slowly onto the bench beside the kiosk, hands shaking. They read the reply again, and then a third time, as if the hall might revoke it. Their hand found the reply field almost on its own. User local 417, we thought you were gone. User local 417, we sang for you. Somewhere in Sol, a human whose real name did not matter to the story smiled at a screen. Sol Ops Liaison, we saw some of that in delayed feed when we came back. It meant a lot. Sol Ops Liaison, thank you. We're still putting the pieces together, but we are okay. The citizen laughed and sobbed at the same time. Their neighbors walking into the square found them like that, clutching the sides of the bench, tears on their face, smiling like someone who had just realized the universe still had a sense of mercy. They dragged them into a hug without even asking why. The kiosk screen glowed quietly beside them, more messages piling in. Vedris wakes up. On Vedris, Ina Tor's workshop console chimed with new hall activity. She ignored it for exactly 3 seconds. Her discipline lasted that long. Her curiosity never did. She pushed her goggles up, wiped a streak of dust from her face, and poked the accept key. A flood of messages from the engineering channel unfolded. Her eye went straight to a familiar pattern of shorthand, tight and precise. Sol scripting. She almost stopped breathing. Ina, if you're still monitoring, horizon deflection values match your early projections within 3%. Congratulations, you were scarily right. Her stylus clattered to the floor. Hall, she croaked, is that live? The hall, being a machine, did not answer with words. Its answer was the time code, current. The message was, now. Not archived, not delayed. Another line popped in. Also, we owe you chocolate, lots of it. Her grandchildren, busy carving aesthetic motifs into a node housing in the corner of the workshop, looked up. Gran? One of them asked. What is it? Ina pressed her hands over her face. For a moment, the proud physicist, the node specialist, dissolved. When she dropped her hands, her eyes were blazing. Get in here, she barked. Now, all of you. The humans are back, and they owe me candy. The kids whooped. Her daughter sagged against a support beam in relief, both hands on her very round, very active belly. The node in the center of the workshop flickered, its resonance spiking softly as joy washed through the room. Ina did not notice the bump in its output. Later she would. A busy galaxy only half listening. Not everyone saw the messages. Workers on construction scaffolds around new nodes were too busy not falling to their desks to check hall feeds. Miners 3 hours into an 8-hour drill cycle didn't think to glance at their wrist displays. On a cold world where the Union node was still in pieces, volunteers were kneeling in the dirt, fitting carved segments into a ring, arguing about whether the symbols should be geometric or organic. They didn't see Sol tags blink online. They didn't see the engineers talk. They didn't see Ina's grandchildren shouting with glee. Not yet. The galaxy had become an organism in motion, and motion did not stop easily. On a station full of refugees from a saved but lost system, a woman ladling soup into bowls didn't notice that the hall screen in the corner was updating. She only noticed that one of the kids in line suddenly burst into tears and laughter at once. She assumed it was exhaustion. It wasn't. Human humor leaks back into the hall. On the global mainboard, a general use channel tagged #TalkHere lit up with a new message from a human user ID that had been gray for 7 days. SolCiv28. So, what did we miss? Responses tumbled in. RimMiner09. Everything. We thought you were dead. Core Station User 7. Some of us still are not entirely convinced you're not ghosts. SolCiv28. If this is the afterlife, the coffee is way worse than advertised. Someone on a distant entertainment hub posted, Hub DJ3. We held a vigil where we played your old music for 6 hours. SolCiv28. 6 hours? That's a short set where we're from. Hub DJ3. I think I love you. Laughter emojis from a dozen species drowned the thread. A different human dropped into a channel dedicated to node art. You all made our stuff look bad. These designs are incredible. Shut up, we copied your early ones. Good, that's how art works. Little by little, the hall's tone shifted. The heavy, muffled echo of mourning gave way to something new. Relief so sharp it almost hurt. Joy trying to remember how to move. Jokes that came out too loud and then collapsed into tears. The president will explain. Questions kept piling in. Was it true? Did you really think you might die? Yes. And you did it anyway? That's the job. Where were you? We saw the purge hit your system and then nothing. Long answer. Weird physics in a barrier we still don't fully understand. Short answer. Inside the horizon, getting shaken like a snow globe. Someone added, President Hawthorne will make a full statement soon. Please be patient. We want everyone to hear it at once. Everyone? As in everyone. You're going to hijack the galaxy again, aren't you? You seemed to like it last time. I liked it more when I thought you weren't dead. Noted. Screens across the Milky Way began quietly updating. Presidential address from Earth. Scheduled. No time showed yet, just the promise. A last hijack. A last global interruption. This time not to say, we're trapped, but to say, still here. The two worlds of Union Hall. A strange duality took hold. For those sitting in front of screens, the universe had turned upside down again. They were staring at live human text, laughing at live human jokes, and watching Sol engineers argue in real time. For those outside, on ladders tightening node bolts, in fields planting, in kitchens cooking, in cramped bunks sleeping, nothing had changed yet. On some worlds, rumors outran the official posts. Someone in town said the humans are alive. That can't be right. My cousin said they saw their last message. No, they're talking in the hall right now, I saw. On others, the hall didn't even have a screen big enough for crowds yet. People gathered around tiny handsets, passing them back and forth like sacred relics. The galaxy was a pot about to boil over. It just needed the burner turned that last little bit.